What is Palantir? Palantir is a company that specializes in data integration and analytics, providing powerful software platforms for various industries, from healthcare to finance and government sectors. Their platforms help organizations make sense of complex data, enabling smarter decision-making. Now, why is Palantir a great stock to buy and hold? One unique technology, Palantir's software is cutting edge, utilizing AI and machine learning to extract valuable insights from massive datasets. This technology is in high demand and provides a competitive edge. To diverse client base, they have an impressive client roster, including government agencies, major corporations, and healthcare providers. This diverse client base showcases the adaptability and reliability of their products across different sectors. 3. Growth potential. Palantir has been experiencing substantial revenue growth, and its expansion into new markets indicates promising future prospects. Their innovative solutions continue to attract more clients globally. 4. Strong leadership. The company is led by a visionary team with a clear strategy. The leadership's focus on innovation and long-term sustainability bodes well for investors. Palantir is consistently investing in research and development, exploring new applications for their technology, like advancing into artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and even space exploration. This forward momentum signals a company that's not just evolving but paving the way for future technologies. Now, let's talk numbers. While stock market investments come with risks, Palantir's trajectory has been impressive. Remember, investing is a long-term game. Holding on to promising stocks like Palantir can yield substantial returns over time. In conclusion, Palantir isn't just a company, it's a pioneer in the data analytics space. Its innovative solutions, strong leadership, and potential for growth make it an intriguing investment opportunity. As always, do your research, consider your investment strategy, and if you believe in their vision, Palantir might just be the stock worth adding to your portfolio. That's it for today, folks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more investment insights and tech updates. Follow @IronCoreMan on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
By the way, my real answer to the short people is ask the Russians.
What do you mean by that?
It's like, we can't save it. Ask the Ukrainians, ask people who are on the battlefield, ask people who have been subject to...
You're talking about the effectiveness of your...
effectiveness of our product.
Okay.
So it's like, there's very little we can say. You can read what the Ukrainians are saying they use. Targeting, according to reports, has gone up, given the use of AI by products, potentially ours, from like by 20 to 50x. These products have changed the course of history, and they will continue to change the course of history, and I'm super proud of that.
Do we already have, in the military use case, an arms race between powers like the US, Russia, China, specifically in the field of artificial intelligence?
Yes, and we have an advantage, and if we don't get out of our own way, we might actually continue to win.
When you say we get out of our own way, what do you mean by that?
Well, you know, America has the best software companies in the world. The software companies largely come from a sliver of America. They produce products. We need to get to a point where 1% of our spend on defense goes to products that have been proven on the battlefield, not PowerPoints. And so, like, in the large language model and the generalizable AI, we are far ahead. Call it a year or two, but we must actually implement. And there's a huge debate. Part of the debate, of course, is these things are very dangerous. If we didn't have vicious adversaries, we should slow it down, but we do. But we also have lots of people who don't want to roll this out because they have nothing to roll out. And so there's like the debate machine about rolling this out is partly for legitimate reasons because this could be dangerous, partly for security reasons you brought up, but there are architectures that will allow you to deal with this as a product like Palantir and hopefully someday others. But there's also the debate machine because there are only 3 or 4 companies in the world with anything to sell. And everyone else wants to debate, why should we do this? How should we do this? Can we play catch up? Can we talk about this in 5 years? That really plays into our adversaries' hands, and we really have to avoid that.
The long-term concern that came up 24 hours ago or 48 hours ago is an existential threat from AI. You talk at Palantir about bending AI to a collective will.
Well,
do you share the concern, though, about an extinction-level event?
There's a lot going on there. Are these things dangerous? Could they become potentially dangerous? Could they become... Yes. But what these debates ignore is either we will wield them or our adversaries will wield them. It is much better if we wield the technology than our adversaries who do not respect our norms, do not respect the rule of law, and do not respect the way we want to live in freedom. So that's point one. Point two, in the near term, what Palantir will allow you to do is make these things really, really valuable commercially and in the military context. And in commercial context, you have to do it because if you don't buy our product, your competition will. In the military context, we have to do it because our adversaries will build those products.
Right. You talked about the competitive landscape. I actually wanted to ask you about C3 AI as an example, because you come up in bidding processes with them.
Actually, look, this is a massive market. We actually don't come up with bidding processes with anyone. And I'll tell you what I think about everyone.
So you don't have any competition?
Let me just tell you about this competition thing that Wall Street analysts love. It's complete BS. This is an infinite market, basically. Try what we're doing and try what everyone else is doing and buy the thing that creates the most value.
On an infinite market, Bloomberg Intelligence put out this research report this morning that says generative AI as a market will be 1.3 trillion in 2032. That requires compound annual growth of about 40% a year from this point over a decade. Do you see that as realistic?
Well, what I see, I don't know.
Based on the markets you operate in.
Look, these experts just make stuff up. But what we know is this is a large, basically impossible to measure market. And what we also know is everybody in the U.S. is going to find ways to become more efficient and better using software. And a lot of that software is going to be AI-driven. We also know that the market, over time, not in a quarter, will end up picking the best products. That's what we know.
In the United Kingdom, my home country, the FT is reporting that within the NHS, as a case study, there is some concern about deepening the data relationship with Palantir. What would be your answer to those concerns?
Look, outside of America and in the UK, there are legitimate questions that get asked. Where's the data going to go? How is it moved? Who touches it? Does it get exported to the US? Can we verify how it was used under what context? And can we make sure that the underprivileged people of the UK actually get the same treatment as the privileged people, including not just in treatment, but future treatment, which is a huge issue in the UK because there's a backlog. So how do you deal with the backlog equitably? Palantir provides the most robust, transparent software in the world, which is part of the reason we're having an AI bonanza. Because to make AI work, you have to show how it works. How did the transform work? How does the branching work? How does the ontology work? How does it map to LM? This is exactly what you have to show in a hospital context. Who worked with the patient? Under what condition? What doctor? Was the person equitably and fairly treated? What happens to backlog? By the way, we've proven we can do this as a product safely, efficiently, and under the hardest conditions in the UK. And I really hope we win that for our sake, but also for the sake of our UK employees and others that we greatly respect, and because transparency leads to the fairest, most ethical, and justified outcomes you can get.
Dr. Alex Karp, CEO of Palantir, thank you for having us at AIPCon here in Palo Alto.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Take care.
Ed, absolutely fascinating conversation. An AI bonanza